Hello everybody, it's Paisley back with a Make a Plan Monday, and this week we're looking at Doctrine and Covenants, sections 125 through 128. We're getting pretty close to the end of the year here, November 3rd through 9th already. Not very many sections left, and not very many weeks left either for this year. How's everybody doing? How's everything going? Are you making it through everything okay? Are you doing better than last year? I think that's really kind of one of the more important questions. Are you doing better than last year, or even are you doing better than last week, yesterday? We're just trying to get a little bit better every day, right? All right, let's take a look and see what we've got here. Sections 125, 26, 27, 28. So 4 sections of the Doctrine and Covenants. And then as we come down here, we've got letters on baptism for the dead, which is a revelation in context. And then this saints right here is chapter 35, which we've already done. So that is not part of our list. All right, as we keep going, there is another revelations in context right here. Take special care of your family. But we just did that one a few sections ago, so that one's not on our list this week. All right, as we keep going, cute picture, we get down to Elder Renlund's talk, Family History and Temple Work, Sealing and Healing. That one's on our list. We actually have 2 lists to pick from today, A or B. All of the ones, that are here are on list A. There are only a couple of things that were added to list B, but we'll get to that in a second. All right, as we keep going, there's a video right here. We without them cannot be made perfect. 5.5 minutes long. And then there is a talk here by Elder Duncan, A Voice of Gladness. That one, it's less than 10 minutes. It's about 9.5 minutes. And then we've got a long quote here from a talk by President Hinckley, The Great Things Which God Has Revealed. I kind of miss his voice, so I'm looking forward to listening to that. Okay, let's keep going. We'll come back to people, places, and events. This one down here, there is a video, which is chapter 50, The Saints in Nauvoo. You can watch it right here as you're reviewing, as you're going through your Come Follow Me lesson, or you can click on this link. It will take you to the page that this lives on with the actual stuff from, we used to get little books, right? We used to have these books that had these pictures in them. It'll take you to the page, the web page for that part of that book. Okay, keep going. Home Can Be a Heaven on Earth, hymn number 298, if you want to go take a listen. And then as we keep going, the saints learn about baptism for the dead, 2.5 minutes long. Another video here, this is 1 minute, 1.5 minutes. Courage, I think I get it from him, which is kind of cool. We're getting into family history at this point. Some art, and then the Temple and the Plan of Happiness in Appendix B, or at familysearch.org. Totally recommend that, even though I didn't put it on the list. All right, a picture from, looks like the Ogden, Utah temple, and then the activity page, which actually looks like a lot of fun. And you may have fun with that whether you have kids or not. It looks like you're making a family chain rather than a family tree. All right, let's go back up here to people, places, and events and click to see more. All right. 3 revelations in context this time. Organizing the church in Nauvoo, which is with sections 124 and 125. We did this one with section 124, so we're not going to repeat it. Take special care of your family. We did that one with section 118, so we're not going to repeat that one either. But letters on baptism for the dead, that one is with sections 127 and 128, so that one is on both of our lists. And then the only thing that's different over here, well, there's a couple of things. Ooh, there's some videos. All right. The first thing is volume 1, chapter 39, the 7th trouble from Saints. That one is just under 18 minutes long by itself. And then chapter 46, endowed with power, is almost a half an hour. It's 27 minutes long. And then I did not add these videos to our list because we usually only do Revelations in Context and Saints. But this sounds super interesting, right? A church historian displays rarely seen records of baptisms for the dead that illustrate important principles, and worship services in the unfinished Nauvoo temple. A church historian explains how Latter-day Saints in Nauvoo worshipped in the still unfinished Nauvoo temple. So those will both be really interesting, I'm sure. And then we get to look at Emma Hale Smith and Brigham Young again this year if you want to go into that. And then all these places, lots of places to look at. The timeline, usually they just have a link here that says, check out the timeline here. But they've detailed a little bit more. And then there's topics here. And if you want to go into the actual like handwritten sources, this is your place to go right here down in sources. All right, so what do our plans actually look like? This is plan A. And this on average is about 15 and a half minutes every day. Monday looks like a lot, but it's only 14 and a half minutes. All 3 sections of the Doctrine and Covenants plus these 2 videos, 14 minutes and 38 seconds. On Tuesday, section 128 is 17 and a half minutes by itself. Wednesday, 14 and a half, both the Revelations in Context and the Voices of the Restoration. Oh, I forgot to point that out. Back here, there's also a Voices of the Restoration section. This one's talking about baptism for our ancestors, a glorious doctrine. So that one is definitely on plan A. It's on both, but you know. Thursday is just Elder Renlund's talk, 14 and a half minutes. Friday, Elder Duncan's talk, and then these 2 videos. And that total is about 13 and a half minutes. And then what brings our average up is this last talk by President Hinckley. That one I've got on Saturday. It's 19 and a half minutes. So almost 20 minutes long. All right, plan B. So plan A, like I said, was about 15 and a half minutes. Plan B is about 23 minutes, a little over 23 minutes on average. Monday only has sections 125 and 126, one of the videos, and then chapter 39, the 7th trouble. That one's 21 minutes, and 40 seconds. On Tuesday, these 2 sections of the Doctrine and Covenants comes to 22 minutes and 45 seconds. On Wednesday, Revelations in Context, Letters on Baptism for the Dead, and then the talk by Elder Renlund. On Wednesday comes to 24 minutes. Thursday, the video, We Without Them Cannot Be Made Perfect, and President Hinckley's talk. On Thursday, 25 minutes. And then on Friday, Elder Duncan, these 2 videos, and Voices of the Restoration, 18 minutes and 50 seconds. And then what brings our average up again is Saturday, chapter 46 in Saints Volume 1, Endowed with Power. That one's 27 minutes. So that one, that's the longest by far. Longer by 2 minutes-ish. Anyway, so pick the plan that works best for you. If neither one of them work for you, do whatever you can. Our Heavenly Father loves effort. He appreciates effort. And really, our efforts make us a little bit stronger and a little bit better every day. All right, everybody, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your time. I hope that you are getting something new out of the Doctrine and Covenants this year. I, for one, am really excited to get into the Old Testament next year. I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you again, and until next time.